The nonprofit organization Life Remodeled has set out to change the landscape of Detroit one school and one neighborhood at a time. This summer, the group is remodeling CODY High School and removing blight from the surrounding community. Thousands of volunteers and donors are pitching in to transform the learning and living environment for CODY students. Classrooms are being renovated, the school grounds are getting cleaned up, and construction has begun on a new football field. Today, I'm pleased to welcome the founder and president of Life Remodeled, Lambert, along with Kenyetta Campbell, Executive Director of the CODY ROUGE Community Action Alliance, and Johnathon Matthews, the Principal at CODY Academy of Public Leadership. Thanks for being here. I should say up front that I remember being invited to come see CODY, I think in the fall of, or maybe the spring of 2007 or 8, after the first year that it had changed into 4 small academies. I remember standing there and listening to the students talking about the changes then and thinking, boy, if I come back here in 4 or 5 or 6 years, this is really going to be something to see. It seems like, you know, your work is a testament to that, right?
No, our work is not a testament to that. Our work in CODY is a result.
It's a result of that.
Of what great principals like
right.
Mr. Matthews and great leaders like Kenyetta Campbell
right.
have been doing in the community for years. And that's why we chose to come to CODY, because there's still significant need, but there's radical hope.
But there's all this sort of activity, right? I mean, there's all this cooperation and momentum that they've built up, making it a different place.
Exactly, yeah. So the momentum's there, and we believe that the work that we're going to do this summer, the work we've already done, the work we're doing now, the work that we're about to do, and the work that we'll continue to do is really going to be a game changer, building on that incredible momentum that already exists.
Right, right. And so your program is about changing the physical environment over there, right? Like just sort of turning over the apple cart and saying, let's make this feel like a different place.
Yeah, physical is a big part of what we do.
Yeah.
So major renovations to CODY High School, brand new football field, major transformation in and around the CODY ROUGE area, over 100 blocks, remodeling homes, knocking down houses, boarding up houses.
Right, right. And Kenyetta, I know how long you've been involved in this. This has gotta feel like real progress.
Yes, right? I'm very excited. I mean, it's being a resident of the community and also a graduate of CODY High School.
Right.
It's an honor to really be a part of the project. You know, we started the work back in 2007 with the Good Neighborhoods Initiative with the Skillman Foundation.
Right.
Really just listened to the community to find out exactly what they wanted to see in the community, and we were able to develop those goals and action plans. And Life Remodel, this is a result of some of the work that we've been able to build up to so that we're ready for transformation, and I believe we're ready now.
Right. Johnathon, I remember talking with you about those first couple of years and how sort of rough it was to make that turn. But the things I hear about CODY now suggest that you really made it and you're moving forward.
Yeah, the word "made it," we still have progress.
Yeah,
to
right.
Go. Yeah.
No one says that, right?
But the key is that you see progress, and I think progress produces hope. I mean, I think you know, 5 years ago, CODY was known for 7 kids getting shot at a bus stop.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And, when you look now, there's a pride that young people have about saying they go to CODY. They know that their test scores are going up. They know that you know, we're at almost at the 80% graduation rate. We know that students are going to colleges, major colleges. That culture it's produced pride, and it's helped them respect their neighborhood and want to make changes in their neighborhood. And I think Life Remodeled coming in, they see that their efforts and their ability to change is noticed. And I think that's what's great about this whole initiative.
Right, right. How did you pick CODY?
So what we did was we went to Detroit Public Schools, and first we proposed this idea to them that we wanted to remodel a school and remodel the surrounding neighborhood, and we said, you choose 4 schools for us, we'll choose one of them, but we have some criteria. It's about a page long, but really it boils down to 2 simple words.
Yeah.
Need and hope.
Okay.
So we need to choose a community that has significant need, but also radical hope. And I want to say this, I don't believe any neighborhood in Detroit is hopeless, but what I do believe is many neighborhoods have not yet come to realize the hope that they have.
What they have, right, right. That's a great way to see that.
And when we found CODY ROUGE, this is the story that we discovered. CODY ROUGE has the second highest concentration of kids in the entire city of Detroit, but it also has one of the highest violent crime rates of crimes committed against kids. We learned about the graduation rates being under 40% 5 years ago and then climbing to around 80% now. And then we also learned about Black family development mobilizing over 140 block clubs. We learned about Kenyetta, Campbell, the Skillman Foundation, and how there had already been blight removal efforts in the past where the residents have been engaged, because one of our mantras is we don't serve neighborhoods, we serve with neighborhoods.
Right. Right, so, and that's a very big difference, that idea of coming in and working with the people who live there and are already working there, as opposed to coming in and saying, here's what I could do for you, for instance.
Right, we're here to learn, and we're here to help, and we're here, so you said, physical transformation is right, that's a big part of what we do, but relational transformation is a big part of what we do. And, lives in Detroit aren't the only ones getting remodeled. My life gets remodeled. Our volunteers from the city and the suburb, we all experience a life remodeling because we're learning to come together, to work together. We're learning about new people and new stories. Our horizons are expanding. Our hearts are growing. And it's just an amazing experience all around.
Yeah. And how are you funding this?
That's a great question. So,
seems like a little bit of money would be involved.
That's why we're here today. If you're listening, what we've been best at is getting donations that are in kind of labor and materials. So in the school, we are building a STEM lab, a leadership lab. Principal Matthews is really excited about that. We're building a medical lab. We're doing major roof renovations. We're changing the facade of the front of the school with landscaping, and all of that is through in-kind donations.
Is it really? Wow.
Now the football field, we've got a lot of in-kind donations, but here's the deal. We're still $309,000 short, but we've decided to go forward anyway on faith and confidence.
That you'll get the money.
It'll be there.
Yeah. I'm wondering, Kenyetta and Johnathon, the model, the academic model there was to break up the big CODY High School and make 4 academies, and that's not the way that we always do things in Detroit. I mean, it was a pretty radical idea. How is that affecting the environment in the school? How is it affecting the academic performance? Is it still working?
Oh, well, I guess I'll speak to that. It's been, when I first got to CODY, you had the issue of safety and you had the issue of academic performance. The academic, in both categories, we've had dramatic improvement. When you look at safety issues right now, CODY, in terms of student code violations, I mean, they've dropped to the point where they're almost not significant. And I think Chris walking in and being in the building throughout the course of the year cannot imagine. I mean, sometimes we tell him stories about CODY, and he's like, I couldn't imagine that being here. So that was the first phase in terms of creating a culture where students felt like they had a family.
Right.
The school's set up like a neighborhood, and they own it. On academic performance, we saw huge increases on the ACT. We have, the biggest issue was that we're starting at such a low level.
Right.
So we still have work to do to get everyone college ready, but we've made a lot of progress.
Yeah. And I remember that one of the big issues at the school before was attendance, and that the truancy would lead to dropouts, and that one of the things you guys did was pair first-year students up with adults in the building to make sure you come to school every day.
And also, one of the things we were able to do is kind of develop a collaborative with different principals within the neighborhood, both CODY, ROUGE, and Brightmoor. So we've been able to ensure that we provide, safe passages for the children as they travel to and from school. We have Brothers Patrol that's out there patrolling, making sure that the children are safe. A lot of times kids weren't coming to school or were late for school because of the same issues. But we've been able to really develop that cohesiveness with different partners to really make sure that we're providing that support on the community side for our children.
Yeah. So the new football field, that's a big deal. We don't get new football fields in schools in Detroit. The kids have to be really excited about that.
They're excited.
Yeah, I think when you look at the football field, it's the ultimate symbol of school and community.
Pride,
seeing people come out, from their homes and standing at that field and watch a game, that's something that every neighborhood should have again. And it's going to make a tremendous difference, not just on the school, but for the neighborhood as a whole.
Right.
And the alumni, we're very excited.
Yeah,
Very
no,
excited.
I can
We're very excited
imagine.
about it because we haven't been able to come out to, any home games in about
Right.
7 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're excited. So
Wow.
very excited.
Wow. So what other communities are you looking at this kind of model?
So actually, we have just made a strategic change. In the past, we were planning to do one neighborhood a year.
Okay.
We thought we were going to move to another neighborhood after this project was over, but actually we've decided that we're going to stay at CODY for another year.
Okay.
There's several projects we'd like to complete that we're not able to complete right now, and our relationships are just now really starting to form and go deep, so we've got a lot of plans for increasing our involvement and helping with academic and economic improvement. But as far as where we're going next, I can't give that information out yet because we haven't decided.
Right.
But it will, again, be in line with the
It'll be around a
criteria.
school.
Around a school,
Yeah.
a community with need and hope, and here's what I believe. CODY ROUGE is already a beacon of hope to the rest of the city of Detroit.
Right.
After this year, that light is going to shine even brighter than ever, and we're going to see many communities around Detroit that are even going to be inspired to do this kind of work on their own without a life remodeled ever even stepping foot.
Right. So you feel like other people will just sort of take it upon themselves to do this kind of thing.
I believe so, and I mean, and people already are doing it. But what we're seeing is that now, when all these groups come together that don't normally work together, we can get so much more done together.
Right.
So I mean, I know there's already amazing work being done all over Detroit. That's been one of the greatest joys for me to learn about. But if we can continue to bring all these different types of groups and organizations and businesses and churches together and focus holistically on one neighborhood at a time, amazing transformation can take place.
Yeah. And you have to be seeing that in the neighborhood, just in terms of the way people feel.
Definitely. We have the faith community is involved. Our youth council have been really active working with all of the nonprofit organizations. So pretty much everyone is on board. We've been able to, and that's one of the things I respect about Life Remodel. When they first entered into the community, they came without a plan.
Right.
They came to plan with the community. And
To
that's
ask what people want.
Exactly. To ask what, and we were able to build upon that. So it was a respect. So we really appreciate that they were able to come and work alongside with the community.
Yeah. Yeah. Now we just need to get the city to do its job, right? Get
But we have a
things
really good
working
working relationship
and
with the city of Detroit now,
Yeah.
too. So that's been helpful.
Yeah.
Especially as it relates to eliminate some of the blight in the
the
area.
blight. That's
Right.
yeah. All right. Well, this is exciting. Thank you guys for being here.
Thank you. Thanks for having us.
That's our program for today. Thanks for watching. You can get more information about our guests at AmericanBlackJournal.org. And as always, connect with us on Facebook and on Twitter. We'll see you next time on American Black Journal.